be honest. I haven't talked to him about it, and usually I would. It's just with COVID, everything is a little bit different. But and I don't know when he's retiring exactly. If it's going to be, weeks or months, or that's just kind of what was on Facebook. So, but what do you think, Mr. Cowart?
Judge, a couple of factual points. It's going to be contested whether Mr. Schultz's health was declining during the period of this representation. He took the case on in late April of 2018, filed the petition in county court at law in first week of April 2018, and then suffered the health emergency that essentially ended his law practice at the end of June 2018. So it's a period of 3 or 4 months. He did not appear in front of Judge Greenberg at all. His only involvement with the court was to file the original petition and then to file a 1.5-page motion for inspection of the vehicle. On the issue of the intervention, I would dispute the characterization that it was voluntarily non-suited. It was non-suited on the eve of a hearing on our motion to strike as part of an agreement between me and Mr. Marie that they would non-suit those claims in exchange for us keeping them apprised of the progress of the litigation. So yes, there was an intervention, but in my view, it was not truly a voluntary non-suit. If we had gone to that hearing, my view is that it would have been struck. On the choice of courts, we're like Mr. Marie. We've handled cases in front of Judge Greenberg. As far as I can tell, since I've been in Dallas, when he was a magistrate. And so I've handled cases, our firm's handled cases in front of you. We're happy with either one of y'all on there. However, the concern from our perspective is really twofold at this point. Judge Greenberg is retiring, and we don't know who comes next. And I'm not sure when he's retiring. I don't know the exact date, but that kind of eliminates any advantage to having him as the presiding judge. And the other thing, Judge, as we outlined in our motion, our firm policy is to litigate all of our cases in front of a 12-person jury in the district courts. We don't file cases in county court of law. And we value that 12-person jury. We believe in the 12-person jury. We think
Can you tell me the cause number in the underlying case?
Oh, yes, sir. It is cause number CC-18-01764-E.
He just texted me. I'm going to go ahead and go on mute and give him a call and just see what he wants to do. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And I'll be right back.
Can I make one observation, Judge? It's set, the same motion set for hearing in front of him on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Not by Zoom though, by submission. So just to kind of let you know procedurally. So it's set.
It probably should be decided by him. Though this is a little bit unclear because it's two different. But let me talk to him.
One other point on that, Judge, he had kicked one of these. There's a reported case where he kicked one of these motions to transfer back, I think to you actually, to have your decision before he decided to rule on it. So I think it's his preference to hear from you first. I'm not meaning to hold you up. Sorry, Judge.
Thank you.
Reagan, Peyton, Maximilian, I missed introductions. Are you guys clerking for Judge Hoffman right now?
Hey, how are you?
I'm in the same room as him.
Yes, we are.
Excellent. It's a great gig. Congratulations, guys. You're gonna, even under these weird conditions, you'll learn a ton. In the past, we've offered to take his clerks out for lunch. So not this year, guys. Sorry.
Hey, stop trying to bribe the clerks, Linehan. I know what you're up to. I'll take y'all out for lunch. Steak. How about a steak dinner?
We're totally fine with that.
Yeah.
We'll just keep one-upping each other until eventually y'all are going to be the best treated clerks on the planet. Mark, when did you do the goatee? Have I seen that recently? Is that
It's all COVID,
all
baby.
goatee look, man?
All COVID. It does
How is
keep
that?
the only facial hair on my entire head, though, so I'll take it.
Tom's got too much hair and you've got not enough.
Yeah, I'm going for the Boris Johnson look. I really need to go to my my hair cutter.
The barber.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they're called. It's yeah. She is a barber. She cuts out of a saloon, though. A salon, I guess is the proper term. So I just keep stumbling over it.
It looks like the interns are Zooming from home. Is that correct?
Not one of them. He said he was in the same room.
That Maximilian.
Yeah, he was in the same room as the court.
I'm guessing you're in the jury box.
That's what it looks like with the screen behind him.
Yeah, we try and go in, or I go in every Monday and Fridays, but I'm out of town right now, so I'm zooming in. But normally we sit at like the attorney's tables.
Are y'all all SMU students?
I go to SMU. I'm a 2L.
Okay. Reagan,
Max goes.
Max is where?
Max goes to Baylor. He's a 2L, and I'm a 3L at Baylor.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, we got
Well, guys, that was kind of easy. He'd already ruled on your motion. So
Oh,
I don't know if you guys didn't know that or
I
what.
didn't see that.
So he's already denied the transfer. So I would obviously honor his ruling. It's really his decision. So I can do another order on this, or he said that he's going to make he said he's already denied it and he'll deny it again on Friday. I think it's, Judge, I have an immense respect for Judge Greenberg. And if that's his order, I'm not going to attempt to, I'm like you, that one of the few judges I've actually practiced in front of who's still on the bench is Judge Greenberg. I think Dallas County's losing a great jurist, but I understand when this job's a tough job and why people would want to retire. So he's anyway. So anyway,
I guess we're stuck with you, Judge.
that's all right.
Because there is an order in the file denying the motion. If you wouldn't mind just signing off on that to make sure the record's clean on it. That would be my preference. If you don't want to do it, though, obviously his order is probably good enough. But if you sign the one that's already been submitted, that would probably be better.
Let me do that then.
Unless you get the one I submitted.
Let's see.
Well, I pulled up that docket sheet this morning and just flat didn't see that anything on there, but I didn't look.
It could.
That's
I
embarrassing.
have no idea. I'm just going on based on what he told me, and so now it could be a situation. I know in the district clerk sometimes, it's not simultaneous. It's not instantaneous. So he may have issued it and it just hasn't been posted yet. I don't know.
It's embarrassing if it's there.
Do you know when he's going to retire, Judge Hoffman?
I didn't ask him. I didn't feel that was appropriate.
No, I just didn't know if he put it on Facebook or not.
Not that I've seen. And it was a post by Jeff Dalton, I think.
Oh,
Because the new person who's running, and I apologize, I don't remember the person's name, was announcing kind of the same day. So they were kind of doing this together. When did you submit the order denying? I
think it was February 5, Judge. I submitted the same day as I submitted my response, which would have been, what's that? Yes, sir, February 5.
Is it
If it's
on
not-
here?
I believe it is, Judge, but if it's not, it's not.
Oh, here it is. I see it. Okay, sorry. It's hiding from me.
Everything is for me, hiding in plain sight.
Kind of the nature of things these days.
It is.
Max, can you grab the order for me? Peyton Reagan, you're going to make Max do a lot of work today because he's the only one actually here physically. So he's having to run and get all the orders again.
Peyton, wherever you are, it looks pretty gorgeous out the window there.
I know I'm in Colorado and it just snowed last night, so it's like beautiful here.
What part of Colorado are you in?
I'm in Aspen.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I heard there was a big they had a a huge snowstorm a little bit ago. Was Aspen, I heard Denver got hit by I heard 100 inches, but that doesn't sound right. Did Aspen get hit that bad or no?
Not as bad as Denver. I heard Denver was like crazy, but it definitely there was a bunch of snow when we got here from it still.
Wow. Well, good skiing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Good. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and sign that order. Let me just ask you one other question, just since I have you here. Thank you, Max. Let me just sign this and give this back to you. There we go. So when are y'all set for trial? I guess that's my big question.
We're not yet. We don't have a scheduling order yet, Judge.
Yeah. I thought we might-
Mr. Marie had said to me on Friday that he said, can I send you a scheduling order? And I was going to respond to him this morning with, we're happy to look at whatever he's got to propose.
Well, let me kind of give you some information that you may or may not have. We've been told that the judges by our local administrative district judge that the current, this could change, so it's not set in stone, but it has changed quite a few times. But the current plan is to start jury trials up in August, but they'd be 6-person juries for those who'd agree to it, and then starting regular trials in October. So I don't know if that's going to stick, but that's currently what the plan is. When are y'all thinking of setting this case for trial?
Hadn't talked about it yet,
Really
Judge.
haven't, yeah.
We were going to send over a scheduling order. Obviously there's going to be a backlog of older cases. Do you want to try to give this one some priority? We're fine with that.
It's up to y'all. If the backlog is immense. There is one date this year that, at least right now, looks pretty good. It's not going to be your first choice, but the week after Thanksgiving, we're kind of lighter than most other weeks. Let me see if I can look at what our current numbers are that week. But
I think this is tying up some of the settlement money, so I'd like to get this resolved and I think Mr. Linehan and Mr. Coward probably are eager to get it resolved too. So
I'm fine with that right after Thanksgiving, Judge.
let me just, I want to make sure I'm still accurate on that because that was a couple weeks ago. Let me see. Okay, it's not quite as good as it was. We have 8 cases set right now that week, which is a lot better than most weeks. Like November 2nd, we have 37 cases. 20. So,
yeah, I think I just set 2 arbitrations that sandwich Thanksgiving, so it's going to be tough for me.
Okay, so you want to do a
If those
different
go.
date?
Possibly.
November 14th, December 14th, we have 10 cases set. That's not too bad. January 4th is pretty good. It's right after the Christmas break, but it's pretty light right now.
I don't see this taking too long either, Judge. I think a couple of days at most, if that. So maybe we could squeeze it in there too. We could be on standby or something. But I'm good both those days.
We're going to call down every case, so you'll get called down.
Okay.
You want to do January 4th?
Sure.
That works.
Okay. Go ahead and set this for January 4th.
That's a Tuesday?
It's a Tuesday. We always try cases on Tuesdays.
Got it.
I have hearings all day on Monday.
Judge, when you say that it's subject to change, do y'all anticipate moving them up closer to us? Or do you think when you say subject to change, the thinking is that's just going to be extended out?
I don't know. It's going to depend a lot on the pandemic. Obviously, we initially had tied it to the COVID threat level, and so the original plan, as I understood it, was that once we're in red, and we have been I think we're still in red for quite some time. Once it went to orange, we were going to start doing hybrid trials, and then when we got to green, we'd be doing regular trials. The Supreme Court just gave a tremendous amount of power to the local administrative district judge, and she's made the decision, I guess, not to do hybrid trials. She hasn't discussed it with us, so I don't know. That's the plan as of today. So she may decide to move it up. She may decide to move it back. The Supreme Court might take away that authority. I don't know, but as of right now, that's what the current plan is.
Okay, thank you.
So
Right.
I wish I could, that's all the information I have. I wish I had more information.
I appreciate that. That's more information than I had 30 minutes ago. So.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that yeah. Okay, anything else, guys?
Not from us.
All right, you guys be safe, and we'll good to see you, Mr. Lanahan. Good to see you, everybody, and we'll talk again soon. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks, Judge. Thanks for
All
your
right.
time.
No
All right,
problem.
bye-bye.
Bye bye.